This podcast is sponsored by Morrison's own 65p paracetamols. Because who's buying the more expensive ones? You stupid deckheads. Welcome to the Daft Lad podcast. I take no prisoners, just inmates, whatever that fucking means. Daft. Yes, welcome to episode 4 of the Daft Lad podcast. You're all listening to this through your daft skeletons and your boneless lobes, and I love you for it. Just seen that the Queen's got COVID. Never good, that is it. Hope she's alright, but I don't understand the whole royal family situation, the Queen, Buckingham Palace. It's all a bit Disneylandy, you know what I mean? I'd rather go to Disneyland than go to Buckingham Palace. But to me, it seems all a bit B-Tech drama-y, does the royals. The Queen and the Royal and the Buckingham Palace, it feels like it's a West End musical that's been taken too far. Like, it'd be a good show, the concept of the Queen and all that, but anyway, I'm going to move on, because obviously I'm joking, it's a Daft Lad podcast. I went to Buckingham Palace. I've been a few times. I went with it last a few years ago, went to Harry Potter World and then Buckingham Palace. Good combo. So we went outside, looked through the fence holes at the people in the guards with the red jackets, the bayonet, look like they're off Pirates of the Caribbean, and they've got those like 5 foot heads, 5 foot hair, curly hairs. We were watching them do the little march from left to right, and this dude absolutely decked it. He slipped backwards on his ass, fell on ground, and he got back up straight away, and he started to do his march again and stopped in the most proudest position, and his long curly hair wasn't straight, it was off a bit. It was hilarious. He looked like Victor Quatermain from Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, you know, when his wig comes off and he puts it back on and it's all off kink. All off kink? That's a weird saying. Jesus. I'm going to put a picture of Victor on. If you've not seen it in ages, here's a picture of here's a picture of Victor Quatermain, not a Victor of Picture Quatermain. What a legend this guy is, by the way. Victor Quatermain! Good impression, that. Great. So yeah, I was saying this podcast is sponsored by the Morrison's own 65p paracetamols. What a tongue twister. I ain't going to say there's other supermarkets out there, because of course there is. But if I said that, it makes no shit difference. What the copyright police going to do? I'm going to get hunted for not saying co-op. Well, I've said them now. Anyway, so yeah, if you go and head into any supermarket and you need a headache drug, like a paracetamol, you always look for the cheaper ones. The cheaper ones were the 65p ones in Morrison's. I'm just saying that because I shopped there. But you get there's more expensive versions. There's like £2 ones, £4, £6 ones. And I just think, who's buying them? Imagine if you were just stood there looking at, I don't know, toilet roll, and behind you just hear this on the paracetamol shelf. Primula! I found some gold-plated ibuprofen on the paracetamol shelf. Shall I buy 20 of them for £50? Or the whole shelf for £2,000? And you just stood there just like, first of all, who names the child Primula? I don't even know if that's a name, I'm sure that's a cheese. And the second of all, I've never kicked someone's shins before in that aisle, but I was, you could be very close to doing that. 65p ones do job. Just save your cash, go buy some Uncle Ben's rice. Uncle Benjin. Interlude, Swiss roll. In episode 3, right, I was talking about number plates being blurred. I realised today that at some point in life, plate numbers, the number plate numbers and the credit card numbers and letters, they're all going to just run out. There's got to be a limit of like someone making a new credit card. Like someone gets a new credit card as a different combination of 16 numbers or the number plates. There's got to be a limit, and I'm just wondering, when's that going to happen? It's going to be a stressful day when you see that trending on Twitter. So do you ever go upstairs in a retail shop like Next? Obviously Next is the only retail shop in the whole world. You go upstairs in Next and you pick out, I don't know, an iPhone case made of resin. with glitter in it. And you head back downstairs in the shop and you're looking around for some other crap and you think to yourself, I think I'm just going to get the iPhone case from upstairs. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, can I pay for this down here? Or do I have to go back upstairs where I found it and pay for it upstairs? Like, is that a thing? Can I do it? Can I pay it downstairs or will I get told off? This is fucking stressful. So that's quite relatable, innit? Plus, right, Primark, unreal. They're going places. They've already gone places. They're at the fucking play. Next, they'll be buying Microsoft, Disney, AMC, bloody Mr. Kipling, NASA, on side at crewed mission to Mars, on side at Space Shuttle, Primark. It's a great shop. You can get every version of clothing with the Lakers logo on. Is it the basketball team? What else can you get? You can get a 3-piece suit for £2. And to top it all off, this is quite a good one, is this? You can get pick and mix knickers for women. How cool's that? The pants are just in different plastic tubs. They're in like a Christmas tree formation, and it's just pick and mix. I think there's a bag and a little handle. You can I'll have them ones, put them in there. Then you have to weigh them at end. Almost like in Lidl, but not as good, where they've got the open pick and mix bread. It's weird that, because you're trusting anyone in the world to not touch your baps before you buy them in this pick and mix bread. Anyone could walk in and put the cheesy fingers over your Tiger Crust bap. But yeah, that's why Primark are going places, you know, they've got the pick and mix knickers. Who'd have thought of that? Whoever did think of that, I hope they're the headmaster of Primark, whatever that means. Again, you could use that in supermarkets, like, you know how they've got the fruit laid out in the aisles on like 45-degree baskets and stuff. Just make them pick and mix. Just make it all pick and mix. Make it pick and mix spices. You know, you could have pick and mix already cooked pasta. It's just a sieve as the basket, even though most baskets are sieves. Spaghetti carbonara, there on hand. Bag, handle, spaghetti carbonara. I'll have a bit of that. Weigh it in. Everything should be weighed. Everything should be priced by weight. Well, I've got that off my chest. Interlude. I'm going to have some roll. Another relatable thing for everyone listening right now, you've all met these kind of people in life, and it's the people who talk about the most pointless things about it, and it's the end of the world to them, and it's so fucking annoying. Like, for example, the people who fucking adore weather. Oh, God, I hate them. Here is an example of someone who loves weather too much. Oh, Jamie, what are you doing next weekend? Oh, I'm just going Toby Carvery for a camel hump and chips. Then I'm going to sit inside and not go outside at all. Oh, really? Good luck with that. Fucking that's me -3 at Toby Carvery. It's going to snow all weekend. You won't be able to get out your house at all. Oh, no. Well, like I said, I'm not going outside. I said I'm staying inside, so I'll be fine. Yeah, tell you so far. What are you going to do the weekend after then? I think I might go to Morrison's, and I think I might make a Swiss roll brownie, actually, and stay inside. Again, not go outside at all. Oh! 2 weeks from now, mate. Fucking hell, hurricane, tornado, ice age. I've heard there's going to be an ice age just for 2 hours next fucking week. I'd rather know a proper weather person instead of a twat. Also, people who get notifications on their phone about COVID updates are exactly the same as weather people who love it too much. My God. I'm going to set the scene. Everyone's been through this. Here we go. So, I've just come in and sat down, just had a nice, cup of milk, sat down on the chair watching The Chase. Here we go. Oh, Chase, is it? Good show this, I like it, Bradley Welsh. Oh, Boris, doing an announcement in 4 weeks on Thursday, apparently, about another lockdown. I didn't ask. Oh, Jamie, there's been another case in New Zealand last 20 minutes on my counter app. Oh, you know what that means for us? Another lockdown. Don't mean out for us, mate. Get a fucking grip, we live in the UK. Good Lord. Ugh. I don't care, Linda. You realise the people who love the weather too much and get COVID updates are the same people, and it's always people about 49-year-olds plus. It's like, just get a grip, mate. Just go down to monkey bars at local park and have a swing. Fucking get a grip. I'll worry about the weather when it's pissing H2O on me when I'm outside, in the moment. Anyway, that's a bit of fun. Yeet or Veet interlude. Ooh. Right, time for another game of Yeet or Veet. You enjoyed it last episode. I hope you did, because it'll be shit if you didn't. You can always skip it. You don't have to fucking... So, again, who do I yeet down a school corridor, or who will I veet, as in sludge some veet into their scalp? And this episode, we'll be doing the random characters generator website from Stranger Things. Generating characters. We've got Mike Wheeler, the main character. I'm definitely going to give him a veet, but he does deserve a yeet, because he's a moaning bastard. The Mind Flayer, I'll give him a veet. Barb, is it dead? There she is. Nancy Wheeler, that fringe can get a veet. I'm just having a daft laugh here. Can't wait for season 4, is it? Robin, she's an absolute queen. I'm not going to do anything to her. And Steve Harrington, he's cool as fuck as well. I'll give him a yeet. So that's Yeet or Veet. Always a good segment of the podcast. If you want to send any other celebrities or TV shows you'd like me to Yeet or Veet, just let us know on the Daft Lad podcast on the socials, or give me an email. Always a daft laugh, that is it. Play some music for a few seconds. Anyone on a Taco Bell before? Taco Bell near me, right? Next door to Mackey's. The drive-thru has been shut for months. Gutted. I know I could go in, but drive-thru's easy, innit? They've put a code in front of the drive-thru lane. What's gone wrong? His road broke. Windows broke. You can't really excuse the window for breaking, because you need the window to open. Once at that Taco Bell, when the drive-thru worked, we had the footy on. It was Liverpool 0-0 against Palace. And we got a penalty. And the person who was serving us was waiting for the order. And he was like, oh, is that the Liverpool game? Have you got it on? Oh, we got a penalty. And then we were like waiting there. He had our bag of burritos and shit in his hand. And he was just waiting there with us, with a queue of cars behind. And it was just like, don't go. And we were just like hearing out to see if we scored. And we scored, and we all went, way! And the guy went, yeah, here's your Taco Bell, see you, lad. I was like, way! It's quite sad then, isn't it? You know, I've got some good experiences in that road. Also, I went to B&M at the weekend. Best shop in the world. Easy. I got some Fabuloso washing up liquid for £1, and it's like this fucking big. And I got a fold-out chair, which is just over here, actually. I miss assemblies at school, that's why I bought it. I'm joking. It's just good, you know. If I get a mate round, play some Lord of the Rings Return at King on PS2, we can fold that out and have a daft laugh. So yeah, also if I want to, if anyone pisses me off, I can do a bit of wrestling. But it's got felt on it, velvet. Also outside B&M is maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, me and the girlfriend went to bowling, parked up, went to bowling, came out, we thought we went to our car, but we got in the wrong car. Now that sounds weird as fuck, doesn't it? But oh, it was iconic. It was iconic. So I'm not very switched on, and I thought this car, it did look exactly like our car, and I pressed the key to open the car. So of course I knew the car would be open, so I didn't think about it not being my car. And we were talking as well. So we walked out of bowling, I turned the car open and opened the door. We were talking about something. We got inside and I was just like, yeah, it was a good game, good get. And I looked and I was like, I didn't put that water bottle there. I've not bought a Volvic strawberry. And then I looked at the rest of the car and I was just there like, this isn't our car, oh God, oh God. And we got out, shut the door and ran. And we saw our car and got in our car. We were like, we just got into someone else's car. We were just like, Who don't fucking lock their car? What's that about? We're absolutely rattled, pissing ourselves, but that was how weird was that. Hopefully that happens to you on a first date, because I think you're there for life if that happens to you. If you go through that experience, there's no turning back. Fucking hell. That was funny, was that. Getting it wrong car at 10-pin bowling, can't beat it. I love just talking about random shit on this podcast, because I'm now going to switch it to a train journey, which I went on. We were coming back from Disneyland Paris, me and the lass, on the train from London to York. It takes about 2 hours, as that, which is pretty decent. And we were lucky enough, we didn't want to get first class, but we got first class because it was cheaper for some reason. And we've never been in first class before. It was a bit overwhelming. And we could hear these two lads behind us. They were like, I don't know, 28, 29. And they weren't our kind of people. They were very posh. Very posh, yeah. And the waiter went over, and the two lads, one of the lads said, what sugars have you got? Which is a weird fucking question. Like, who asks that? And then the waiter, I bet he was thinking, like, what the fuck? And he was just like, oh, yes, we have brown, we have white. And then he said yellow. Me at last were just sat there just like, whoa, what a plot twist. Yellow sugar. And I was just like, what could that be? A yellow sugar block of salad cream. I was just like, what is life? Someone asked for yellow. Well, I don't understand. I don't drink tea or coffee because I don't enjoy bark. But fucking hell. Who's asking for yellow cube sugar? Please tell us if you know what it is. Is someone pissed in snow and just put it into a cube? Grim. I nearly said to last, I was like, this is too much, let's just fucking get out of here. Anyway, interlude. If you've got any questions for me, send them to my email, or you could send an audio clip to me, or a video clip of yourself telling me the question, funny story, true or false, or anything that you want me to listen and possibly read out on the podcast. Just anything daft. I don't have emails this week because I'm recording the first 5 to 6 episodes before I actually upload any. So I'm just making them up. It's, again, just been daft. But before I leave you on this episode 4 of the Daft Lad podcast, thanks for listening again. I appreciate it. Please share it to your friends. I want to get this Daft Lad podcast to number 1 on the podcast chart. So it'd be class, wouldn't it? You have to aim high. Even though it probably won't happen, but imagine if some uncultured swine from Yorkshire somehow beat all these famous celebrities and podcasts and stuff. Oh, it'd be class. Make it happen, please. Make it happen. You want to see the little guy win. So before I go, I just want to say to you all that the people who have a cheese board for a dessert are fucking grim. Goodbye. See you at next one, everyone.